Can collagen peptides cause weight loss? Well, collagen peptides are really phenomenal. Many people use it for skin, we use it for our connective tissue, even for joint health. But the truth is there's no magic bullet when it comes to weight loss. But in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can utilize collagen, not only for your metabolic health and your skin health, but also as a way to balance these bacteria in your gut so that the weight that comes off is lost for good. I'll show you the dosing and what the research shows. And let's jump in. I'm Regan Archibald. I'm the founder of East West Health. We've been around 21 years. And I'm obsessed with helping people build what we call the body operation system. So we want your muscles to be as healthy as possible. That means your body composition, your metabolism. We also want your cardiovascular function as healthy as possible and your brain as healthy as possible. And we've got great videos on how to do all of those things by using novel therapies like peptides. Now, a lot of times when I ask people, have you ever tried peptides? They'll say, yeah, I do collagen peptides. I've been doing them for a long time. And collagen peptides are phenomenal, but they're a different class of peptides. And these collagen peptides are found in like chicken sternums, in the hides of animals. So like cowhide is a very common place where you can get these collagen peptide blends. Some other places are like fish skin. And not all collagen peptides are created equal, just like all medical peptides. We'll provide a link to other videos where I've discussed the importance of getting peptides through licensed pharmacies and working with medical supervision with doctors who are trained in peptides. So collagen peptides are food grade. These are peptides that you're eating all the time. You eat a piece of chicken, for example, you're getting peptides, especially if the chicken skin's on there. And I don't know if you guys have heard of that saying, oh, it gave me chicken skin, brah. I went to school in Hawaii. I studied at this phenomenal school in northern Hawaii. Chicken skin in the Hawaiian culture was like when you get creeped out by something. So hopefully I don't give you chicken skin today, but I give you some real data on collagen. So 20 grams of collagen, okay, 20 grams, about 1 scoop is a dose of collagen. Now let's jump into the study. So can collagen actually help us lose weight? Because if you think about it, collagen is a protein. And we want you eating 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And so if you're 150 pounds, it's roughly like 150 grams of protein. So then you would say, all right, well, I got 1 scoop of collagen gives me 20 grams of protein, but the caveat is it's not a full complex. So of the essential amino acids, the singular structure of these peptide structures, the singular piece that's missing is what's called tryptophan. And so if you do collagen and you want to count it as a protein source, your body's going to find tryptophan from other foods that you're eating. But generally speaking, you're going to have a lot of tryptophan in like turkey or avocado. And tryptophan's really good for the thyroid. So if you have the thyroid kind of weight gain that you're trying to get rid of, then man, adding in that avocado could be really good, or adding in a little extra turkey as part of your overall protein complex can help. Here's what we did is we went deep into the research, and what we found is that collagen can actually curb hunger, just like protein. If you eat protein when you wake up, you're going to feel satiated. Another study is what they did, and this is called the anti-obesity effects of collagen with low digestibility. And they found that in this method, by using collagen with a pepsin digestive test, they were able to find that the satiation factor actually caused a caloric deficit, which led to a greater rate of weight loss. And what the participants did is they took 64 subjects and they were overweight and obese, and they had collagen supplementation by using 20 grams a day, and this was enriched collagen. They also supplemented with 2 protein bars that had this. So these protein bars had 20 grams each of collagen, so 40 grams per day for 12 weeks. And then they had the control group. And so what the results were is the collagen showed there's a decrease in overall body mass composition. They had an improvement in their blood pressure, and their fatty liver index actually improved. And this was just by adding in this very simple collagen. So another study that I probably think is even more interesting is they looked at the intestinal microflora. And so the microbial flora, that means just the overall abundance of bacteria in your gut. And what they found is there's these two phylums, it's called Firmicutes and Bacteroides. And these are very common phylums. And they wanted to see if the fish oil, the collagen from fish oil, would actually have any kind of a difference in having greater levels of Firmicutes or greater levels of Bacteroides. These mice that were on this anti-obesity effect, they wanted to see if the collagen peptides, they actually induced obesity in these mice. What was anticipated is that they would see a change in this bacterial ratio. And so sure enough, at the end of the study, what they did is in the stool cultures, they found that there were alterations in the gut microbiota based on the activation of these metabolic pathways with the collagen peptides from fish. And they found that there was this polysaccharide degradation. So these are like the sugars in the gut. And they also found that the reduction of obesity was phenomenal, greater than they anticipated in relation to the control group. They had lower levels of glucose. They also had this abdominal fat accumulation actually improved. So they lost a lot of that abdominal fat. Are collagen peptides right for you? So here's the thing that you can ask yourself. Put this in the show notes because this will give us a good understanding. Just do a quick assessment. So number one, have you noticed that you've got more wrinkles now than you did in the past? And maybe they came up just like suddenly. Number two, do you notice that your skin just doesn't feel as vibrant? Like it's not that there's wrinkles, but also that your skin texture is changing. Number three, do you notice that your joints are more creaky in the morning? So you wake up, you sound like you just are, in a Rice Krispies commercial. I don't know if you remember that commercial when you were a kid, when they pour milk on the Rice Krispies, and I couldn't wait to try that every time I'd see the commercial. By the way, that's not a superfood, or is it a promotion for Rice Krispies? But if your joints sound like that, yes or no? And then the fourth thing is, do you notice that it takes longer for your muscles to recover? Your muscles, ligaments, they take longer to recover from a workout. If you answered yes to any one of those four things, then there's a good chance that collagen might be very beneficial for you. Now, there's different types of collagen. And some of the best collagen that you're going to find that's actually able to make a change in your skin and your joints comes from either fish skin or the sternum of chickens. And so the collagen that most people get can be loaded with heavy metals like lead and cadmium and mercury. I had a client who came in and she just said, man, since I started taking collagen, my skin looks better, I recover better, my joints feel great. And she just looks about 3 years younger. And she said, I love the collagen peptides. We have not seen a dramatic change in weight loss with collagen peptides, but as part of the overall protocol, when you're stacking your peptides together, maybe you're using tirzepatide and you've got like BPC 157 and thymosin beta 4, and you're finding that you do really well on those. Well, adding in 20 to 40 grams of collagen, and make sure it's collagen from a great source, what you'll find is that it may help with your inflammation. You may notice that your skin looks better. You may even notice that it changes the intestinal flora. So with anything, test, don't guess. So the first step is get your blood work ran, and you can go to agelessfuture.com and just click on the link, and my team will help you get your blood work done. We may also want to do a stool test so we can see what your Firmicutes and Bacteroides ratios look like. We'll also see if you're breaking down proteins and fats effectively, and to see if you're producing the right amount of enzymes. So appreciate you watching this video. In my next video, you don't want to miss it because I'm going to be talking about the best peptide stacks for weight loss. I'll see you there.